Hello and happy fall. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for it to be fall, finally. I am so excited for this video. I'm so pumped. So last year was my first year like really decorating a home for fall. In New York, I just did not have a lot of space, so it didn't make any sense. And here, at least like I have rooms now, so I can put decor up and enjoy it all. And I just really can't wait. So today, we are going to take out all my fall decorations. We're gonna clean it up a little bit so we can put it in, you know, where it wants to go. We're gonna put out all the fall candles. We're gonna figure out my fall TBR. Already, there are quite a few things in my home fall themed that did not just like make it back into storage after last fall, but I mean, hey, like for example, this is a Macbeth picture, like very spooky, creepy witches. I have a couple fall candles that are just out there hanging out in the living room, but I have plenty more to unleash upon the space, so don't you worry, because it's coming. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Rosie. I am a 25-year-old girly pop, just living her life day to day. I'm in Denver right now. I'm from New York. I am a grad student who's starting again soon. And I work a full-time job from home. So I pretty much make videos about all that stuff and like plus size fashion and books, clearly, and yeah, stuff like that. So if you want to hang out, that's what you're in for. That's what you're signing up to see. I also have a double ear infection currently, but I think my ears are like clear enough to where I can hear, but everything's a little muffled. They've gotten clearer throughout the day though, so I'm hoping that this is a pretty good signal of what's going on and I'm not yelling at you. I don't think I am. The lighting, however, is going really crazy outside with all these clouds, so sorry if it keeps dipping in and out. To start off our fall day, I will be transparent. It is well into the afternoon now because I did film my fall haul right before this. It'll be linked down below. But I chattered and chattered for at least an hour, if not an hour and a half. I'm scared to look at the footage. And I had my first pumpkin cold brew this morning. And at this point, it is now well past the point of no return. But I did record me trying it, so I will put that in here. We just went to Starbucks for breakfast to start off this fall comfy cozy vlog moment. I've never had a pumpkin spice cold brew in my life, but I also know I don't like pumpkin spice like drink. So instead I got the pumpkin, it's not even pumpkin spice, it's just like pumpkin cold brew, I think. I asked if it was super strong and the girl was like, we'll just put a little less pumpkin in it. And so that will hopefully be fine. Otherwise it's like sweet cream cold brew, and I like that. So I'll taste the foam first, then I'll taste it mixed in. So this is a fun little taste test. Oh, that's solid. It's not like strong. It's not very strong at all. Yeah, I can handle that. That's good. A nice little dash of pumpkin this moment. And then they gave us a ton of stuff because they made my sandwich wrong, which they just didn't take off the cheese, so they gave me an extra one, which was very nice. I got double smoked bacon. You get
bacon sausage and egg wrap.
Yeah, and then they had a baked apple croissant, which is new and it looks fun. It's so cute and like fluffy. So we're gonna share it. We're gonna try it, okay? A lot like the crescent roll ones. That slaps. I hope they keep that. I really was pleasantly surprised because it wasn't too overwhelming, and I'm not a pumpkin spice latte girl. I've had a sip of one, but I've never had my own, and it's just, I know it's not for me, so why waste it? But I do like pumpkin. Like I like pumpkin bread, so riddle me this. Why no like pumpkin spice? I don't know, but I love the pumpkin spice candle, and so I feel like this might be a good in-between of like, I really want to get in on the fall fun. So I can do that in a tiny little way like that. But I digged it, I liked it, and specifically that apple croissant was fucking to die for. So please go get it. If you have not tried it yet, if you are able to, I cannot recommend it enough. It was so good. And yes, so that's how we started the morning. I finally filmed my haul for New York, which has been just, you know, sitting inside of my room since I got back. Which, I mean, to be fair, I got back and got an ear infection. So it's not like I was just sitting on my ass. I was crying and being sick. So it happens. But now that that's filmed, I can get it all put away and I can like shift around my clothes for fall as well. So we'll do that. And yeah, it's time to get ready. It's time to get going and appreciate all the time with fall that we have. We are also going to be moving like in November, hopefully beginning of November, middle of November. So fall is like the last thing I'm decorating for. Like as of right now, we're gonna decorate for fall and everything else is just gonna get packed up around it. So this is kind of like my last season with this space and being able to do with it what I can. So I'm excited to just have some fun, go a little crazy cuckoo, stick a pumpkin everywhere I can stick it in the home. So I think the first step now will be to clean and put things away and make space for the decorations. Oh, we're gonna do that, but on the way, let's give Iggy his little fall toy. That will be our first step. So these are the two little toys I have purchased Ignasty for the fall. Let's see which one he wants first. I already feel him behind me. I have two toys. Which one do you want? Which one? Which one do you want? You can choose. Choose one. You want that one? Okay, you can have that one. Yay! Happy fall. Okay, so the next step is cleaning because I still have this whole mess from the fall haul, but this will also be a good chance to go through my clothes in my wardrobe, switch out what I can switch out, and like, you know, finagle, and hopefully find some stuff that we want to donate and or sell. So let's get to cleaning. I'm gonna put a fun little fall video on in the background so I can get in the mood myself, and I will touch back in with you in a sec. Okay, I have organized at least the top of my closet. I still have to go through the drawers because that's where all the denim is and the shorts and stuff. And I have to probably go through my shorts and figure out which ones I wore this summer and which ones I didn't, but we'll do that later. I picked out a ton of stuff I think I can sell and or donate, and so that's great. And when it comes to the bed, I tried to organize as much of the stuff that I had from the haul here like as I could. Here are some things that are gonna go out. And then here's some denim waiting to be put away. I'm gonna return these because I tried these on. These are from my Abercrombie haul, like a few videos ago. I put all of my crystals together on their little tray, and they're very cute and I'm very happy with them. Here is some more stuff that I took out that I can get rid of. And here is just sort of like my little collection of decor that I took off the bed. So I think really quick I'm going to do a little kitchen clean and a little living room clean, and with that pull out the rest of my decor and like center it in the living room, and then we'll disperse it amongst the apartment. But first, also I'm watching The Queen Louis Lane, of course. Naturally, if I want to get in the fall mood, gotta go spooky. But first, let's light a lovely little fall candle to get us in the mood. Now this is one from Marshalls or TJ Maxx, one or the other, that we picked up a couple weeks ago, but it's a sand and fog, sweet pumpkin cinnamon bark. It has a little ghosty on the top. So let's just get that. Beautiful. I think what would look really cute is actually, let's take off that little tag. I think this little guy would be quite adorable. And I want the mushroom here. Just a nice little, cutie little corner. And then the rest of this will be divvied up elsewhere, but beginnings. Beginnings. Okay, I really could have sworn we had so much more, like significantly more, but we have a great amount, like a very good solid amount, and some random stuff, but you know, it counts. We also have a spooky little dog who already tore through his toy, like it's destroyed, so he's probably gonna get this one soon, but you crazy. This is also going to be his little Halloween outfit. I just saw this and I thought it was very cute, and unfortunately for Iggy, he's getting his balls chopped 3 days before Halloween because that was the only time they could do it, and it's the day before his birthday too, which sucks. So this is probably the only thing he'll be able to fit on with the cone, but don't tell him that. You are eager to help. You want to decorate with your mama. Yes. Okay, well, let's put this stuff where this stuff can go and have some fun. Okay, we're starting with the living room. This is the pillow I have most of the year on the couch, and it's default like autumn harvesty. Iggy has torn it up a bit because he's a bitch. But I want to put out my pumpkin pillow, but this bitch gonna bite it. You're gonna make things difficult. So while I'm decorating, at least he's staying in there. But what we did last year was we did this, and then this beauty. This is by far my favorite piece, because it's just a little pillow pumpkin. And it's so soft and squishy. I love it. Then we have these three cutie guys, and I think that they'll be good over here. It's hard to see with the lighting, but we'll take this guy, put it in the corner. Those have to go in the closet anyway. I think that's a cute little arrangement. Yeah? What do we think? Okay, I can dig it. This area is getting cleaned up as well. There's a bunch of stuff in there I don't need, so we're gonna donate some of it. Then we have this cutie little bookshelf, and I think these little guys would look really cute. This is my brick from the Berlin Wall. Just wanted to share with you. These guys can sit right there. I think they look, that's a good spot for them. I think they look very cute right there. And it's just like a little like, oh, if you see it, you see it. Obviously, the living room is the main area where you're gonna wanna put decorations. But since I don't have too many, I do wanna spread them out a little bit. I think I might just put a couple things right here along my little TV console, and then everything else will spread. We do just have a crystal here. I can't remember why, but we do. So that feels fun and appropriate. Then we have this cutie little guy that I got from Michael's. He's just generally a fall creature, and I think he will look cute over here. Just hanging, just vibing. I realized my last clip was not on autofocus, so then this is a nice little section. We just had this hanging here and I couldn't even like see it, so put that up front with the Sanderson's Black Cat Apothecary Elixir, and it's next to my little twisty candle, so that works well. Maybe let me clean up this little tray a little bit and put something there. I feel like something needs to go there. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with that. I like the little ghosty. The pumpkin's large, but we can get a smaller one eventually, and that one will just live there for now. And then this is actually already like a fall candle. It's, what is it? Oh, it's applewood and amber, so I dig it. I think it's cute. Now we just have some touches of fall around, and I think that's perfect for the current moment. Fits our current need, and I love that pumpkin so freaking much. Okay, we have a few random things left over. I think I want to put those little books on my bookshelf in the little like area I had for library books. I think that'll look really cute. And I think I want the little birdie guy in the kitchen. Let me figure out where. Does that look cute? Yeah, I think that looks cute. I think birdie guy's gonna live there. He's adorable. I love, these are the Target little like holiday birds. I have the Christmas ones and I have the Halloween ones. I think I only got one Halloween one last year, but I have like 3 Christmas ones. So, you know, I'm gonna keep an eye out for the rest of the Halloween ones this year. Okay, now we're gonna figure out what to do with all of these. These I think would be very cute just like on display in the kitchen, not necessarily being used in the kitchen. So this one might go on, like this little set might go on the oven. And then I'll keep these 2 from the little ghosty collection. Woo, for my little Marshall's ghosty set on the dishwasher so they can actually be used to clean. And then ghosties from the ghosty collection I think are gonna go in our guest bathroom because that'll be cute. And these will go in our bathroom because I like them the best and I want to see them every day. So let's disperse. Okay, and my final little spot is going to be this center of my bookshelf that normally I've been putting library books there, but let's be real, I have so many physical books and non-physical books now that I have my Kindle that like I don't need library books right now. So this will be a good use of it. And then maybe I'll worry about library books in the future. So, but I just put my little books, Art of Magic, Potion Making, Magical Theory, and then this is a fun little pumpkin spice candle. This is also a really good candle. It's the same candles outside, except we burned through it already. I just thought it looked pretty. And then it's with my Mackers little framed picture. I'll show you closer so you can actually see them. The 3 witches, the fates, the cauldron, and then there's Mr. M himself. So very fun, very fresh, very spooky. This will be my cute little spooky background. Okay, now that we have everything placed where we want it placed, it's time to pick out the fall TBR. This obviously is not going to be all inclusive. This is just sort of like what I think I want to read right now, and I very rarely ever read every book I put on a TBR list, but still fun to have, still fun to look at. First, let's start off with this bad boy. My Kindle came in. It's the agave green and I love it. And I right now am reading the Warrior Cat series. I've mentioned it before, but it has been helping me get through my sicknesses. And once again, just like a good nostalgia hit of these little cats acting cray. So I probably am just gonna keep reading these until I'm sick of them. But they're pretty fast. I finish like one a day. They're only like maybe 250 pages. So that's very likely, at least the first series of the Warrior Cats books is on the list. And then now we're gonna take a look. We're gonna peruse the shelves and see what we want to read. I know what, I'm not gonna get through all of these, but I still want to share them. Now obviously that was a very large stack and I'm definitely not gonna make it through all of them, but even if I don't, these are just books in general that I would like to read in the fall time season. So if I don't read them this season, I might read them elsewhere in the year, but these are the books that just scream fall to me right now, so maybe you'll want to read them if you've read some of the other ones I've read already. But let's just start. We've got Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, which is just a fun little romance fantasy series, big on the fantasy kick recently. And I think it's gonna be more of a fantasy rather than a thriller fall for me this year, which would be fun. We're switching it up from last year. But I love a good series, and I think this one's only a trilogy, and that I can do. Next, we have Meddling Kids by Edgar Cantero. This is supposed to be like a Scooby-Doo based story where a group of kids who solved mysteries and stuff grow up, and then one of them gets killed, and they're all just reeling from it. And so it's like, what happens when Scooby-Doo grows up? And what happens when the mystery gang are now mystery adults? I would like to know. Her Body and Other Parties by Carmen Maria Machado. I'm not sure if it's Machado or Machado, one or the other. But this is a really cool genre-bending horror fiction, but like based on nonfiction book of short stories. And so Carmen is a queer author, and this book is short stories based on her abusive first relationship, I believe, with a woman. And it just sounds so interesting. And so there's just so much to it. There's so many layers that I am interested in, and I've read some excerpts from it already. She just seems really cool, and I'm very intrigued to see how she takes her experiences and translates them into fiction. And yeah, I just have heard so many good recommendations for this, and I cannot wait. And we have Masters of Death by Olivia Blake, and Olivia Blake writes the Atlas 6 series, which I'm a big fan of. I also have another one of hers, One for My Enemy, which is supposed to be like Witch, Romeo and Juliet in New York. And then this one I'm not quite sure about, but I saw that it was signed, and I very much like her other books that I've read, the Atlas 6 books. So figured I'd give it a go. And pretty much everything she writes is like witchy, magic-y, so I trust that it'll fall in the spooky season. Okay. Next we have These Violent Delights by Micah Nemirever. I think that's how you say it. But this is just like a queer, homoerotic obsession friendship in college, which is just one of my favorite tropes, quite honestly. Big fan. It was giving Secret History, and Secret History might also make its way into the fall TBR. We'll see. I've been doing a lot of rereading lately, and I'm gonna try to stop that, but I really want to reread Secret History, and fall is the time to do it. But similar vibes to that, and If We Were Villains, if you liked either of those. That's what this gives. The Haunting of Alejandra by V. Castro. This is about a woman who is just like not herself. She goes to a therapist, they start digging into her past, and she figures out that she's somehow connected to La Llorona, which sounds quite interesting to me. And I'm pretty positive that this is in fact a Latin American author. So I would like to read something about La Llorona not written by white people, like the movie. So this seemed very cool. And also the cover is just freaking sick. Next we have Venko, which came out earlier this year, and I did snag an arc of it back when I worked at the bookstore. And it just seemed really cool. It has to do with, I think it's Toronto. Yeah, they're in Toronto, and there's this little family of witches, and they have but they have indigenous magic, and then they find out about this big old corporation called Venko, and it's just a front for other witches. And so they sort of, as far as I could tell, they kind of join up, and they just tap into the power that they're trying to herald, and there's spoons involved. I picked it up because I thought it sounded like super interesting, and then I just never got around to it. So this seems like a good season to do so. And the cover is cool. Like, look at the birdies. Very cool. Venko, like coven. Very sick. Just got that literally right now. Wow. It's amazing what reading the rest of the cover can do for you. Then we have The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. I know that this is another fairy like series in a similar vein to A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I know a lot of people love this series. So now that I'm almost finished rereading A Court of Thorns and Roses, I had just started A Court of Silver Flames. We'll see if I get through that one. I think I will, just because I want to like have the completion to it, but I've read it already, so if I want to read something else, I'm not going to force myself. But this is supposed to be just as good, just as sexy, just as magical, and I'm a sucker for a series. I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you can give me multiple books in the same world where I get to know the characters better, I like that so much more than just a one-off. So I will be getting around to this fall. The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches by Sangyu Mandana. And this is a very popular TikTok book talk book. It's supposed to be just like a cozy witch book, and my coworker raved about it. So I figured this would be a very cute one to go for. I know literally nothing about it other than it was highly recommended by a lot of people, and I love a good little witchy book, so we picked her up. Legends and Lattes. This one is by Travis Baldry, who is he is a Colorado author, and this came out last year while I was working at the bookstore, and we hosted some of the stuff for like the Colorado Author Awards, and he showed up to one and I wasn't there for it, which is annoying because it's such a popular book and like people raved about it so much, and I just haven't gotten around to it. I know it's supposed to be super cute and like, once again, just a cozy, nice read, sort of like Dungeons and Dragons after the war, after they finish their missions, after they get all of their riches and gold. And then what do you do when you want to stop fighting? You settle down, you open a coffee shop when nobody's ever heard of coffee, and you figure it out. I know that there's a sequel for this coming out this fall about like a bookstore, and so I was like, okay, we gotta hop on the train. We gotta get into the vibe. So I can read this and then read the second one. And then my final one as of right now is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, a novel by Heather Fawcett. This is another book I've seen a lot on TikTok and also my friends recommending it, and it just seems cute. There's also this podcast called The Cozy Podcast where they just talk about like nice cute things, and they did a book club on this, and that was the episode I found them through, so I didn't listen all the way through so I could read the book. And I'm excited to read the book. The book itself also is just gorgeous. Like, I love that the design is kind of like a tome. I guess that's the word. But it's supposed to be about a curmudgeonly professor journeys to a small town in the far north to study fairy folklore and discovers dark magic, friendship, and love in this heartwarming and enchanting fantasy. Sounds perfect to me. So those are all of my physical TBR books, and then of course I'm enjoying myself on Kindle Unlimited. That thing's insane. There's so much stuff. The Warrior books so far have all been on Kindle Unlimited. They've been free, which is why I'm rereading them. And I downloaded a ton of book talk books. I downloaded, what did I download? Here are the books I've downloaded from Kindle Unlimited so far, and I don't know how it works. I'm really hoping it's like you download it once and it's there forever, but I'm not positive, so we'll see if I get around to them in time. But I have the little Warrior Cats books, and then I have The House Witch by Del M. Hack, which gives me the idea that it is possibly a Wattpad fan fiction. And if so, cute, we'll see. Then Haunting, I don't know if it's The Haunting of Adeline or just Haunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. That one was a big one. And I see a lot of like mixed reviews, but people say it's spicy, so we'll see about it. The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. Everyone loves her and her stuff. I haven't read anything yet, so we'll give that a go. The Serpent and the Wings of Night, I think, by Carissa Broadbent. It's kind of covering, I can't really, you know, read the author, but that is what I think it is. And I've seen that one all over TikTok. And then of course Lauren Asher's series, the Billionaire series or whatever. So it's the fine print, terms and conditions, and final offer, which I once again have seen. Know they're spicy, know really nothing about them, but I saw it and I was like, oh, that's free. I like free. And I read the idea of the fine print and that it's like a head of a theme park and like a designer for the theme park, something like that. And that was interesting enough for me to be like, it's free, TikTok likes it, I'll try it. And then we have Never Lie by Frida McFadden, another Frida. So we will see, but those are all the things I currently have on my Kindle as well. And I just ordered, I have a case that'll be coming in, a clear case, because I love the green. I'm so happy I got the green and waited for it. And then I have some stickers that are coming, and I have some stickers that I already have. So I will decorate my case with you whenever that happens. And so I think that about wraps up this fun little video for you. We've got some decorating, some cleaning, some book stuff, some pumpkins, lots of pumpkins everywhere all the time. And I I'm very pleasantly in the fall mood. I'm happy to be here, happy to see it, and I am so excited for it to finally cool down. And you know, I'm just excited for summer to be over because summer was not a good time for me, and fall just brings like comfort and coziness. So I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me as I did these fun little activities and just made my house a little homier. I'm gonna stop talking now because once again, I've been talking for like 3 hours straight and my jaw is not liking it. So I'm gonna go take some eardrops and read some more Warrior Cats books. But once again, if you're new here, thanks for hanging out. If you've been here for a hot sec, thanks for coming back. And I'm so excited. I just can't wait to make more fall videos and just keep on enjoying seasonal changes for what is there to look forward to but the little things in life. Okay, I'm done sounding like an old wizard. I think it is time for me to go take a nap. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a fantastic whatever time of day you're in, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.